Hi, I'm Marina Mukandala. I am the president and CEO of L.I.F.E with Marina. L.I.F.E stands for Living Inspired, Fit, and Empowered with Marina. And I have been in the yoga industry for well over 11 years as an instructor, as a former yoga studio owner. I have years and years and years of experience of leading people through a yoga practice and really helping to give them the tools to empower them to live a powerful life. I am so honored to be here with you today, and I will be leading you through a fun, awakening, energizing yoga practice. Let's start. Before we get started, I'm going to demonstrate some of the postures that you'll be introduced to today, just to go over proper alignment and form of the postures so that you're aware of what your body is doing here on the yoga mat. We'll start with mountain pose. Press your feet down into the ground. Really spread your toes wide. Strong legs, so your outer shins, your knees and inner thighs squeeze toward the center of the body. Strong core, that means pull your belly back towards your spine. Your tailbone drops down towards your yoga mat rather than lifting up and back. Tailbone drops down. Long spine, so even the back of my neck here in mountain pose, my cervical spine is long. Rather than looking down at my toes, for instance, and rounding in the cervical spine, my head is looking forward, crown of the head reaching up. And finally, the arms extend up towards the ceiling for extended mountain pose here. Spread your 10 fingers really wide like rays of sunshine. And this is our extended mountain pose posture. The next posture that we'll take a look at is plank pose. For plank pose, press the palms of your hands down onto your mat. You step your left leg back long, as well as your right leg. So in this posture, you're grounded down through your hands, and you're grounded down through the mounds of your feet, also known as your toes here. Your heels stack above your toes, and your shoulders stack above your wrists. Now in this posture, it's very important that your core is engaged. So you draw your belly in and up, almost like there's a string that's attached to your belly and pulling you up towards the ceiling. Your tailbone is drawing down towards your heels. So rather than a collapse like this, you want to think of everything lifting up and away from the ground. You will feel this posture a lot in your arms. You're getting strong biceps here. In your legs, you'll feel this in your calf muscles. Everything in the legs is getting strong here, as well as your entire abdominal region, your core, your belly. Next posture we'll take a look at is upward facing dog. So from your plank position, you'll bend your elbows and your lower all the way down to your belly. From here, untuck your toes. So see how my toes here are tucked underneath me? I want to untuck them. So that means lie the tops of your feet, the shoelace sides of your feet, down onto the ground. You'll press into your hands and you'll lift your chest forward. So this is upward facing dog. In upward facing dog, the shoulders are stacked above the wrists and your chest pulls forward. So your sternum, your chest moves forward of your biceps. The tops of your feet press down into the floor. You can leave your thigh bones on the ground, or if you really want to get fancy, you can lift your thigh bones off the mat. This is upward facing dog. Next is downward facing dog. Tuck your toes back underneath you, lift your hips up towards the ceiling, and you're in downward facing dog. Now in downward facing dog, the body makes an upside down letter V shape. So if you look at my body from the side here, you can see I look like an upside down letter V. The palms press down and forward. Hands are approximately shoulder width distance apart. Your feet press down and back. Your feet are approximately hip width distance apart. Now in your downward facing dog, you want to be mindful that your shoulders are not up at your ears. This creates compression in the neck and in the shoulders. So you want to create space here. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Pull your belly in, that's going to protect your low spine. And set your gaze at a point between your feet, so let your head relax and drop really heavy here in your downward facing dog. And this posture strengthens your entire spine, Strengthens your legs and your core. From downward facing dog, the next posture that we'll take a look at is Warrior One. So for Warrior One, we start everything in yoga mostly on the right side of the body, so step your right foot forward. And you'll reach your arms up high. Now, a few things to consider in Warrior One posture. Your front foot, right foot in this case, is at 12 on a clock. Think of 12 on the clock as the top of your mat, so the right foot faces forward. You have a deep bend in your right knee, 90-degree bend so that the right knee stacks above your ankle. So rather than being back like this in your Warrior One, you want to sink deep into the legs, deep into the hips to stack the right knee above the right ankle. Your back foot, your left foot in this posture is at about 10 on a clock approximately, and you're bearing the weight through the baby toe edge of your back foot. So rather than your back foot collapsing to the inner arch like this, you anchor down, you press down through the baby toe side of your back foot. Your hips in Warrior One face forward. So my left hip on this side will draw down and forward as my right hip lifts up and back. Final piece is the arms reach high. Now, as we discussed in our downward facing dog posture, for instance, we don't want the shoulders up here at the ears. Again, that compromises our neck, our spine, and our shoulders, creates compression in those areas. So you want to lower the shoulders away from the ears and create space for the neck, space for your shoulders and your spine. Spread your 10 fingers really wide here in your Warrior One posture. And we do everything on the other side. So left foot forward. Front foot is at 12 on a clock, it faces forward. Again, you're looking for that 90-degree bend in your front leg, so rather than the knee being back here, past the ankle, or here, in front of it, we want it directly stacked, right? Knee above ankle. Your right foot presses down and back through the baby toe edge side. So rather than here, it's here. The weight is back in the baby toe. Hips again draw forward. So on this side, my right hip comes forward, my left hip comes back. And you could even take a big step with your back foot so that you have more space in your hips to draw forward. And you could reach your arms up here. Again, shoulders not up here, like earrings as I call them, no shoulder earrings. Take your shoulder earrings off and soften your shoulders away from your ears and spread your 10 fingers really wide. Light them up. Warrior One. So lie down on your back and bring the soles of your feet together and your knees apart wide. Bring your right hand to rest over your heart and your left hand to rest over your belly. And close your eyes. And just notice the beat of your heart underneath your right hand. Take a big inhale breath. Notice your belly rise underneath your left hand. And a deep exhale. And notice the belly start to soften under your left hand as you exhale. Do that again. Big breath in. Feel the belly rise like air being blown into a balloon. A deep breath out. Notice the belly soften like air coming out of the balloon. Let's do that one more time. Take a big breath in through your nose. Feel the belly rise. And a deep breath out. Feel your belly soften. Now take your hands, bring them to your legs. Hug your knees in toward your chest and wrap your arms around your legs like you're giving yourself a really big tight squeeze, a big hug. And just roll from side to side, right to left. And take a big full inhale. On your exhale, let your legs fall to the right hand side and open your arms wide, big stretch. Come back to center with your legs on your inhale. Drop them over to the left-hand side. On your exhale, keep your arms wide. Take a deep, full breath in. Bring your legs back to center. Now here's where it gets fun. Are you ready for this? Yes, you are. Roll from head to tail. 1, 2, last one. 3, come over your toes and come to your hands and your knees. We call this posture neutral tabletop. So put your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips and lift your eyes to the ceiling. This is called cow pose. Tuck your chin towards your chest, and this is cat pose. Again, lift your gaze up towards the ceiling. This is cow. And tuck your chin towards your chest for your cat pose. And let's get a little fun here. On your inhale for cow, say moo. And on your exhale for cat, say meow. And what this does here is it just warms up the back, warms up the spine, gets us ready and prepared for some of the fun movements we're about to do. We'll take this for 3. Lift your eyes to the ceiling. Look at your belly as you round. And lift your eyes to the ceiling. 2. And look towards your belly as you round. Last one. Lift your eyes up to the ceiling. Good. And tuck your chin towards your chest. Now set your eyes to the top of your mat. Ready for this next one? It's called downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up towards the ceiling, and press your heels back. Now drop your head, look at a point between your 2 feet, and press your palms down and forward into your mat. Take a big full breath in through your nose, and exhale it out. Walk your hands to your feet. This posture is called Ragdoll Pose. Take hold of your opposite elbows in your hands and just fold over your legs. Now this one can be really fun as you sway side to side, right to left, like an elephant's trunk. Shake your head no. Nod your head up and down, yes. That's it. Get loose and relaxed and free right here. Then bring your hands down to the ground and walk forward again to your downward facing dog. Look at a point between your feet. And yoga is all about having fun. It's all about connecting to your breath and to your body. And most importantly, remembering in your yoga practice that you are such an incredible individual human being and person, and that you have so much ability, talent, and gifts right on the inside. Look to your hands and step your feet forward to them. On your inhale breath, bring your hands to your legs, and on your exhale breath, fold down. Lift on your next inhale all the way up. We call this high mountain. We're reaching up toward the sky like we're a tall, tall mountain. And on your exhale, fold forward and down over your legs. Again, lift halfway, bring your hands to your legs, you got it. Your exhale, fold, bow your head. Your next inhale, bring it all the way up like that tall mountain. Oh, how high can you reach? On your exhale, come all the way back down. We'll take that one more time. Hands on your legs on your inhale. Fold on your exhale. Now come all the way up, reach, reach, reach. Oh, make this the tallest, tallest mountain yet. And on your exhale, fold forward and down. Your inhale, bring your hands to your legs. Now, plant your hands and step back to plank. So plank pose is like a long, long line with the body from the heels all the way up to the top of the head. Hold steady here. If you need to, lower your knees to the ground. It's okay. 3. Look how strong you're getting. 2. 1, now come all the way down to your belly. Upward facing dog, lift your heart up. Downward facing dog, press your hips back. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Now look to your hands and step to them. Bring your hands to your shins halfway. Your exhale, you bow. Remember that tall mountain? Let's take it all the way up one more time. Your exhale, fold back down. Bring your hands to your legs. Now plant your hands, you'll step back. You're in plank pose, that long line from your heels to your head. On your exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Breathe into your up dog and press back to your downward facing dog. Now what we just moved through is called Sun Salutation A. With that movement, it's like we're rising up to the sun, right? As we reach our arms up towards the sky. We're becoming awake, we're getting warm. Look to your hands, and I want you to try this. Jump to them. Whee! Halfway lift. Fold over your legs. All right, now we've all sat down in chairs in our lives, yes? Bend your knees, lift your chest, and you're in chair pose. Like you're sitting down and back in a chair. How low can you sit? Let me see. Yes, for 3, 2, 1. Okay, fold. Lift halfway. Now plant your hands on the ground. You'll step back again. You're in that plank position. Lower to your belly. Upward facing dog. Press back to downward facing dog. All right, now we talked about how yoga allows us to really realize how amazing we are, right? I love this next posture because it reminds me that I am a warrior and you are a warrior. Step your right foot forward, it's warrior 1. Right foot faces forward, back foot faces down and back. Arms reach up high towards the ceiling like a powerful, strong warrior. A person that is ready today to take on life and to do all the things that you have to do for 3, 2, okay, hands back to your mat. Plank, low plank, upward dog, downward facing dog. Other side, we do everything in yoga on the right and left side. Step your left foot forward now, and you're in warrior 1 on the other side. Reach your arms high. That's it. 3. You're doing such a great job. 2, 1, hands down. High plank. Lower to your belly. Let's see. Good. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. Now, do you think we can put all that together one time? Of course we can. Look to your hands. Remember that fun jump? Go for it. Jump forward. Good. Halfway. Fold. All right, low chair. Sit deep. Fold forward. Halfway. Plant your hands. You're in high plank. You lower to your belly. Upward and downward facing dog. Now, step your right foot forward. Come forward to warrior 1. Reach high, tall, proud warrior. Bring your hands down, high plank, low plank, up dog, down dog. Step your left foot forward. You're in warrior 1 on the other side. Reach high and hands down, high plank, low, up, and back. Really good. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Take a breath in. You're doing awesome. Breathe out. Take another breath and let that breath go. Now, walk your feet to your hands. Come to stand tall. And let's get into some fun balancing postures. You know what's fun about balancing postures? Not only are we getting stronger, but we're also teaching ourselves that we can create balance in our lives. We can deal with having to go to soccer practice, basketball practice, school, right? Homework, being at home with mom, dad, possibly siblings, right? We can balance and juggle all those things. Press down through your 2 feet. Lift your right knee up towards your chest and interlace your 10 fingers just a few inches below your right knee. Good. Now just hold and breathe right here. 3, 2, 1. Plant your right foot. We have to do everything on the other leg, both sides. Lift your left leg up. Interlace your 10 fingers a few inches below your left knee. Good. Spread your toes. 3. And it's okay if you wobble. It's okay if you fall, right? 2. Just keep trying. Do your best. 1 more. Lower your left foot. Okay, now take your right leg up again. And this time you can stay right here, or you can open your right leg to the right side and your left arm to the left. Now, if you really want to get adventurous, there's nothing wrong with that. Play. Take your 2 fingers on your right hand, peace sign fingers, wrap them around your big right toe, and maybe you take a full extension here for 3. Maybe you look over your left arm. 2. Yoga is all about having fun and exploring what your body can do. 1 more breath. Come back to center. Lower your right foot. Switch sides. Hug your left knee in. Interlace your 10 fingers. Now again, perfectly fine to stay right here, or maybe you open it up. Right arm, right side, maybe left leg left. Peace sign fingers of left hand around your big left toe, open. Good. Yeah, 3. Steady breath. 2, 1. Come back to center. Lower your left foot. Dancer's pose. How many of you out there are dancers? I danced for well over 10 years. I went to Buffalo Academy for Visual and Performing Arts. Some of you out there might be familiar with the school or even go to that school. And I was a dance major there for high school, grades 9 through 12. So yeah, let's do dancer's pose. Take your left arm high. Bend your right leg, reach back. Catch the inside of your right ankle. And start to reach with your left arm and start to kick with your right foot into your right hand. Good. 3. Remember, it's okay if you wobble. 2, 1. All right, other side. Take your right arm high. Bend your left leg. Reach back. Catch the inside of your left ankle. Good. Lengthen, stretch. And start to kick your left foot into your left hand. You got this. 3. Good. 2. Just 1 more breath. All right, come on up. Woo, shake it loose, shake it loose, shake it loose. Tree pose. Plant your left foot down, lift your right foot up. Now listen up, your right foot, the big toe could be on the ground, your right foot could be at your calf muscle, or your right foot could be high on your left inner thigh. Go wherever you can be. Bring your hands to heart center. Yes. And when you think about trees, you think about a few things. They're tall, right? Here in Buffalo and Western New York, the trees turn different shades of colors, the leaves throughout the year, different seasons. But the most important thing is that the trees are connected to deep roots, right? And it's those roots that are planted down in the ground that keep us strong and going. From here, you could take your arms up. You could even start to look up and reach back for 3, 2, 1. Other way. Right foot presses down, left foot lifts. Oh, hands come to your heart center. Yeah. So if you wobble, if you fall, right, if you make a mistake, remember those roots that are planted down at the ground that keep you going. Reach up, look up. 3, 2, oh yeah, trees blow in the wind too. We know that, yes? 1, plant your left foot, good. And fold forward over your legs. Lift halfway, bring your hands to your legs. Exhale, fold forward. And reach all the way up. Remember that tall mountain? Exhale, fold. Lift halfway. Good, now come into your chair. So you'll sit down and back, down and back, down and back, down and back, down and back. This time, come all the way onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest and roll from side to side, right to left. And remember that big hug? I want you to do that. Wrap your arms around your legs. Good, and give yourselves that big hug. Why is that important? Because we want to make sure that we love on ourselves, right? Every day, love yourself. Be kind and gentle and good to yourself. 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's do some fun backward bends. Backward bends are so essential because they really help to strengthen your entire back. Your lower back, your middle back, your upper back getting so strong when you do back bends. Take your feet and press them down into your mat. Bring your arms down by your sides. Let your palms rest down and lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Yeah, this is called bridge pose. You're making a bridge pose with your body. Someone could walk or crawl, probably, underneath your back here. And let's hold here. Deep, deep breaths in and out of the nose. Take one more breath. Let that breath go and come all the way down. Good. We'll repeat that one more time. Take a full breath in. Let the breath go. Getting a strong back. Press down through the earth, through your feet, and lift up. Lift your hips up and away from the floor. Good. Create that nice bridge in your spine. And you can keep your palms flat. You could turn them up towards the ceiling. You could even interlace your hands together underneath you. And just take deep breaths. The breath is so important in yoga because it reminds us that really as long as we are breathing, as long as we're taking those deep breaths in and out, we can do just about anything with our breath. Take one more. And come on down. Now I'll show this next one just for fun. If you want to practice it, you'll press your feet down into the ground. This is called full wheel pose. You'll plant your hands on the floor beside your ears. You'll press down through your feet and your hands, and you'll lift all the way up. Full wheel pose. 3, 2, 1. Come all the way back down. Remember the pose we started in at the start of class? Bring the soles of your feet together. Bring your right hand to your heart and your left hand to your belly. And this posture is called Supta Baddha Konasana. It's a great posture to do after backward bends because what it does is it helps to settle the body, the nervous system back down after doing deep work in your spine, deep work in your back. Happy baby pose. This is one of my favorite ones. Bring the soles of your feet up towards the ceiling. Take your hands and bring your hands to the soles of your feet. Now, if you've ever seen babies, they actually do this yoga pose a lot. That's why it's called happy baby pose. You could stay here or you could rock your baby. You see many babies do this. And it massages the low back. So it helps your lower spine to feel really good. Take a deep breath in. Let the breath go. Bring your legs up towards the ceiling. Bring your hands to your lower back and lift your hips up towards the sky. Breath here, just stretching out the back as we get ready to complete our yoga practice. This posture is called shoulder stand pose. Getting strong through your back and your legs for 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Roll onto your back. And extend your legs long out in front of you. And bring your arms down by your sides. Now this posture here is called final resting pose, also known as Shavasana. And this is the pose that we take at the very end of our yoga class, yoga practice, as a way to bring rest to the entire body. You just worked so hard. Good job. And now this is an opportunity for the body to just relax and rest and take in all that hard work that you just did. And the point in this posture is to really try to be as still as you possibly can, right? And to just notice your breath. So I challenge you, how still can you be? And when the body wants to move and maybe tickle or scratch your nose or scratch a body part or think about something that you have to do or someplace you have to be, just bring the attention back to your breath and see if you can just be still. Take a deep breath in. Empty it out, exhale. And start to wake up the body now. Wiggle your fingers. Wiggle your toes. Circle your wrists. Good, and circle your ankles. And hug your knees into your chest. Let's give ourselves that big hug of love one more time. How tightly can you squeeze? And gently roll your body to the right side. You'll curl up into a tight, tight ball here, also known as fetal position. And now come up to a comfortable, easy seat. Face the top of your mat. Keep your eyes closed and bring your hands to heart center. Palms come together. There is a love and there is a light inside of me, inside of my heart, and inside of my soul, which sees and honors that same love and that same light in you. Bring your hands to your forehead to remind yourself to have really, really, really good thoughts. Bring your hands to your lips to remind yourself to speak those good thoughts out loud. And bring your hands to your heart to remind yourself from your heart that you are amazing, powerful, loved, incredible human being with a beautiful, beautiful purpose for being here on this planet. And bring your hands back up to your forehead. And we always end our yoga practice usually by sharing the word Namaste. So we will fold forward and we'll say Namaste. And Namaste simply means the light inside of me sees and honors the same beautiful light inside of you. It's been my pleasure to lead you through your yoga practice. Thank you so very much. Have a wonderful, terrific day. I want to thank you so very much for being with me today virtually and being in yoga practice. I hope that you enjoyed our time together. Remember, yoga is all about just playful exploration of the physical body so that you can create a deeper, more connection to the mind and to the heart. And so go forward now into your life in a very powerful way. Know that you got this. Know that you can do anything that you set your mind, right? And your heart and spirit too. I have enjoyed being with you all so much today. Check out my website, www.lifewithmarina.com. And I hope to see you soon. Take care.